Hi, this is Tina with LoveEmOrLeaveEm.com, and today's advice panel question comes to us from the beautiful Abiola Abrams over at PlanetAbiola.com, and it is, how soon is too soon to be sexual in a relationship? Well, for one thing, I'm going to address this to the ladies, not to be sexist, but it does seem like most of the stuff we see on Love 'Em or Leave 'Em that the men are looking to have sex in the relationship before the ladies, and that it's the ladies that really determine when this will happen. So, sorry if you're not a guy that falls into that category, but just gonna have to go with general assumptions there. But basically, if I were using my own personal advice, if I were advising a friend, or I would tell them that, of course, I would hope that this is somebody that they are either in love with or somebody that they could be in love with. And maybe this is kind of that test drive to see if he really is Mr. Right. But I know that's not always realistic. So basically, I'm going to discuss the two most common problems that we hear about on Love 'Em or Leave 'Em from women who have said that they felt like they were sexual too soon in their relationship. So the first one is exclusivity. Most women expect that if they're sleeping with a guy, that the guy is seeing them exclusively. And certainly that after they've started sleeping together, that he's seeing them exclusively. Well, I can tell you that this is not always the case. So if you're like most women and you want to make sure that he's seeing you exclusively before you sleep with him, then you need to make sure of that. You need to have a conversation. You need to just air this out in the open. You can't just assume that it's exclusive. So if that's a criteria for you, then you really need to make sure. I know women that have just said, well, we see each other all the time, so when could he possibly have time to see anybody else? Of course we're exclusive. And guess what? Found out he wasn't exclusive with them. So that's a big thing you need to check. Can't make that assumption that you're the only one. And the next one that we see quite a bit is you need to make sure that this is something that you are ready for. Not based on what he wants, not because you've already put him off for weeks, months, however long, and now you feel like you might lose him if you don't go ahead and sleep with him. A lot of people just kind of assume, well, we're adults, this is what adults do. So once we've dated for a while, even if I'm not quite ready, this relationship isn't going to hold up if I don't sleep with them. But forget that, okay? I mean, you need to make sure that you are ready, and you're the one who decides it. Like I said, the men are usually ready long ago. A lot of times they're ready on the first date. So you can't really go by, when they're ready. You need to really, take a good look at yourself and decide, is this something that you're ready for? Is this somebody, that you want that level of intimacy with and that you know well enough and feel comfortable enough with to have that level of intimacy? So those are the two big criteria, I guess. Make sure that, if you think you're exclusive, make sure you are, and, make sure that this is something that you want. Forget about what he's looking for, but make sure that this is something you're ready for. So that's it for today's question. Thanks so much for joining us, and please join us again. Bye-bye.